Oh, welcome in as you guys start coming on in on this amazing day from Ireland, Dublin. Hi, Liz. Daughter does goes to the medical school in Ireland. Hi, Boston. Thank you for that super chat. Oh my God, open it up and bam, thank you. Veronica, welcome in. Mary, Brenda, Pit Mom. Hi, guys. I do thank you guys also for the PayPals that come through. Thank you. I got them, I received them. It's very sweet. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Easter. I hope to make a difference on this Easter day. This information today is quite amazing. Muffin Top, I haven't started yet. Adrian, hi. Um, I have just a small presentation, then I'm going to let the videos run. I made two videos that just have photos, and I put the little, a music, but not the greatest music because you have to stick to what they allow. So it's just like elevator music. But one after this PDF, I'm going to let one run for almost 50 minutes, and then there's one 11 minutes. And I pulled together photos, PDFs, and put them into a really cool, hi Nancy, a really, thank you, happy Easter to everybody, into a really cool presentation. Basically, really to celebrate Easter um, for the children. I thought showing their justice through photos, sharing their story and their journey, I thought would be a really good thing to do today. Um, so the two videos I was going to play over and over, but I happen to have brand new information to show you. I've never noticed it before until now. And with Molly being gone, I'm telling you, it's like almost opened up a floodgate of videos for those who haven't seen any before, because when you not Google, when you put in the search bar on YouTube, knowing that Molly's isn't going to show up, which is amazing. If you put Molly Golightly Summer Wells, for those who didn't see anything way in the beginning, and those videos were key to Summer Moonwell's case. Now that her stuff is down, which is great, it opens the floodgates for other videos to pop up. And it shows those videos are the ones you need to watch. And I'm going to show you. It's really good footage. Really good footage, and mostly probably footage you guys haven't seen. So, yeah, Lisa, that stuff it's happening. And I hear ya, and to listen to it and to see it, and then when you hear another channel talk about what I'm talking about, doesn't it blow your mind? It's like, holy shit, like, wow. Because unfortunately, you do have to hear it over and over and over, probably from other channels, to recognize the fact that what I'm saying is happening. Like this very moment, it's happening. This very moment. It's Easter. It's just a lot. A lot. Yeah. So, yeah. Let me take this time thing down. Um, so, again, for those who just came on in, welcome in. Hit that like button on your way in, and definitely I would love if you could subscribe, become a member. It's a really good way I've learned to support the channel. Okay. Everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. My channel here is all for the missing children. It's all to help bring justice to the children that have been touched by the Summer Moon Wells case, by the Summer Moon Wells purpose, by the Summer Moon Wells kind of people, whoever's behind it. To me, anyone that I talk about on this channel falls under Summer Moon Wells victim, right? Hi, Sassafras. So this little presentation I put together because I happened to come across a channel quickly. So how my spirit guides work is I have learned how to listen, and they do bring me to the right frame, the right second within a video that I could pull my elements out, like elements that I know match my third eye, right? So not all the time you're going to see it, because sometimes I see things and I'm thinking that you guys are seeing the same thing, and you're not. Because you know why? Everyone's reality is different at that moment in time. So you may not see something today, maybe you will see it tomorrow. Maybe you won't. But it for the sake of listening to the channel, that's okay. You don't have to. It's the story that I'm telling. And the story stays the same if you see it or if you don't see it. It just helps, right? A visual helps, and I've learned that a visual helps my audience through coming up 2 years. So the pictures itself speak to me, and I will see something very quickly in a photo, because I'm looking and being told a story through a photo. And that's the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. So this example is sitting in page number 1. You guys will at first open this up. And for those that are not focused in to the elements yet of the Summer Moon Wells, like all the way down to particular elements, and I'm going to mention it because it's in here. The element that let's see how fast you could see it. The element that I speak about, I always say the children that are touched by this group they all have their own box. They all have their own clear box with maroon trim. They all have their own green face. They all have their own maroon, white, green boxes. So you guys who don't know those elements will look at this and say, oh, this is just a picture of a marathon. Yes, correct, Colleen 2269. So some of you may be like, oh, it's a marathon. I see the numbers. So let's say you see the numbers 3894, whatever's under there. You're like, oh my God, that's the element. So if I show you and say this is the first element I saw, that doesn't mean that you're wrong. That means you're right. That's just an element that my eyes must see after this one. So this is the maroon box. This is the body inside, wrapped in white with the red around it. It's right under the sign. And then some of you might look at it and be like, well, I see something else. I see this. So the Summer Moon Wells children, they all have these particular elements. Each of them have their own, right? Maybe someone else will see this. And look at it now. It may or may not be what we see it is. But this here tells the story to me. Now, does it tell the story to everybody else? No. Because I'm seeing through it, but those that are getting very keen eyes and listening and participating and letting their own opinion set to the side, you'll see it. So here, and then I'll tell you who the fuck hears, and I'll tell you why. Here's the boxes: green, maroon. Here's the number 3 box. This is the a critter. It's all here. These are the flying little critters that go in the air right up here. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you see it. It's the story I'm telling. And the story I'm telling that's behind this on this Easter day is that this marathon station that is 6 minutes away from Don's work that day somewhere plays a part. And the person that put this up here put it together. And this is from Scott Scholl's painting. Scott Scholl's YouTube channel. And Scott's YouTube channel, to me, tells the story on this day. And this is why I'm making sure to put it out here today. His video tells the story of Summer Moon. A dollar store is right behind it, correct. A dollar store, definitely dollar store has something to do with it. Because all those dollar signs are in all the videos. But this guy's video was put up over a year ago. And if in fact the authorities were going to look into this, I would say follow the clues and the elements that are coming out of this particular video today. I've never discussed this stuff before, and I've never shown it the way I'm going to right now. Right here is a story. Everything in this video comes from Scott. Is giving a clue to Summer Moon Wells' journey. This stuff tells a story and repeats the same story I've been repeating. So you may look at this and be like, what the fuck is she talking about? It doesn't matter. What I'm telling you is this location, the marathon with a dollar store behind it, is 6 minutes from work. He goes here and gets his snacks. Intuitively, what goes through my mind right now, this is how my spirits show me. When I read this, oh look, marathon with a dollar store behind it. His lunch snacks, 6 minutes from work. I immediately see Molly, Don Wells, Benny, Bullhorn Betty Keys, and JLR, Dolly Vision. This is what I'm seeing. Getting their snacks at a close by marathon location, gas station that has a dollar store behind it. So every time you see them get out of their fake car and go get their snacks while they're videotaping themselves, it is no different than what is going on at this fucking gas station, which was 6 minutes away from Don's work. That is what comes through to me as a clairvoyant. It's the exchange, it's the most important. That is the exchange of what's going on here. It's the exchange is happening at these locations. It's the exchange. Takes 6 minutes. That's it. That fast. Boom, bang, boom. Do you guys hear me? That's it. It goes very fast. This is what comes to me when I see this. So I'm trying to show you it's the story behind these elements. The story behind this element. I didn't put that square in there. When I saw this, I stopped and I was like, what the heck? This here says on evening of either Monday, June 14th. Wait, let me get the full so you could read it. Let me make sure I get a... Here we go. This is clearer. This one doesn't have the square in it. What this is telling you, which I don't know what it's talking about, this is from a group it's different groups in here. I don't understand the case numbers. And it's going to this hope group. WeCanBringYouHope.org. What they're saying here in Scott's video is TBI announced they received information that a Toyota pickup truck was seen in the area on Beach Creek Road and Ben Hill Road in the late afternoon to early evening on either Monday the 14th or Tuesday the 15th. Why it's them mentioning Monday the 14th is sitting in here. There's a reason it's in that square, and that square is blank. There's something else in that square with it, you see. So what I do as a clairvoyant is it's supposed to be a clear box. I watch it, and if it's important, it's there to tell a story. And that's all I do here is follow the story. I don't give an opinion about who's in here, because none of us know. We just know that there's a lot of deep fakes going on in these groups. The group, for me, that I collect my information of is closed. It's a closed group. It's done. It was done from day one. It was done way before I even knew Summer Moon. So this here, this one I changed the coloring on. So to me, they're just telling you and talking to you about June 14th. This is the story. Something happened the night of June 14th to Summer. Full bed, potential witness. The truck was seen on June 14th with the full bed, and a potential witness may have seen them. So to me, this was a message to the people that took Summer. And what they're saying is, on the night of Monday, the June 14th, someone saw the full bed and there's a potential witness. And they saw it the night of the Monday, is what it's saying here. And that's what I do. Now, that's how the story is told through Summer. And she'll tell me the story. When I look at this, I stopped. Because all this guy's video is on are messages and information that need to get to the perpetrator. They're talking to the guilty. The guilty that come in here and listen to my channel, that is why you stay away. Because you know when you come in here, I see you. I didn't ask for this. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you listening and smirking and trying not to go in front of the computer because you don't want to give any energy. I don't want to see that. But when I see Scott's video and it's full with this, and Summer Moon Wiles brings me right to this sheet of paper that shows where she could be buried, do you think for a second I don't see this? It's so obvious to me. So for those that are doing this and you're being so sneaky, there are some people like me and other ones that are really good at this. It's almost funny that you think that this is sneaky. All I'm doing is getting better at it. I believe he's Andrew Hilt's cousin. This Scott here. Scott, here, I'll put it in here. Scott Scholes, S-C-H, Scholes. Think it's Andrew Hilt's cousin. This here is Summer Moon Wiles' tree. You know why? Because you dumbasses matched it to Candace. And look at this. Really? Let's just put the 5 with the $sign. Boom. Those are your signals, guy. Those are the signals. Like, check this out. First of all, that looks ridiculous. Look at these. All the pictures in the square change. They change. Watch this. See this? Do you think it's funny that you're showing a child? Do you think no one is going to fucking notice that you're showing Summer Moon? Really? To Scott, who put this video out there, either you know this is in there or you don't. It speaks so much. You put a whole entire journal on this board, a journal. Whenever the cops are ready to hear the story, it's right here. And it matches. Watch this, you guys. This is Summer Moon's photos. The photos that they have up on that board are not the photos that we have. They are completely different. The letters and the words and whatever you're doing in this video is so easy to see. For me, it is. For you guys, watch. Here's Summer Moon. And she has a thing on her arm. That's Summer Moon. This is one of the Summer Moons. I'm telling their story today because they want it told. This is what they're doing to the kids. So if you see it or not, I'm telling you and showing you this is what they're doing. And whoever put this up here knows what happened to Summer Moon. Why? Because you left the same tree that Candace is sitting in front of. Identical. It tells you where Summer Moon went. And if the cops don't find this tree, I don't even know how that would make sense. Here's the tree. Here's the tree. There's a dog in front of the tree. Here's this. Now remember, watch this. Here's Candace. There's Candace. Here's the tree. Here's Candace, and the tree. So you dumb motherfuckers are showing the same tree that Candace is sitting in front of. You may have turned your log into a log. Hers is a shotgun. Who's the dumbass now? Who's the dumbass? You are. This photo is showing you put something in this hollow tree. Right there. I'll blow it up for you as well. Thank you. Here, I'll blow it up a little. Right there, in there. It's like the leaf killing. These are sacrifice. This tree that shows in Scott's video at the marathon, which has a Dollar Tree store behind it, 6 miles away from his work snacks, is showing this tree. Really? Because why the hell would Candace be sitting in the same spot? You call that coincidence? No. You know why? Because you're both talking about Summer Moon Wells. You're both talking about Summer Moon Wells. Right here in the same piece of paper is Summer's story. I mean, I don't understand how you could think no one's going to see it. Mind you, it's a really hard thing to see. This is Summer Moon's story. If you like it or not, this is Summer Moon's story. These are the same pictures. The only difference is one is a dog and one shows Candace. It's the only difference. Candace's whatever shotgun is turned into a tree branch. Right next to Summer's story. The photos in Summer's story don't stay the same. So that shouldn't happen. All of the information that they're showing on that board is just their story being told to me. Then Scott brings us, that's the stop after he goes to the Meadows. This is where Don Wells worked the day of, which is fine, but when I open up any video, it's bringing me to the elements so the story could be told, right? Here, this to me is where Don was, and he does the plaster. He does the cement. That is what he does. So anyone else may look at this and be like, oh, Meadows, that's all I see. It's the Meadows, right? I'm looking for places that he could put these boxes inside the cement or the brick. Immediately, the first thing I go to is opportunities like this. And what I would do is see if this is deep faked or real. So if I were in that area, the first thing I would do is be like, wait, is this really on there or isn't it? Because it's shaped like an element doesn't mean it's got a person in it, right? What it means is it's a clue. It's a nugget. It's a crumb. It's a whatever you people, some of them call it's a crumb. It's telling you that somewhere this is what they do. They're putting it in the cement like that looks like that. And that's what you should be looking for. So that's how I do it here. And when I see this area and I look at these photos, which are right by him, it just tells a story all the way down to the water well. And a water well and these holes here are used. They're used and they're clean most of the time. They have very little amount of water and they don't flood or keep water all the time, but they're used. And I'm saying this out loud because if the authorities have nothing else to do, these are the things that I would look at. I would look down to see if there's a hidden trap. I would look down to see if this is connected to the Meadows and where is the connection. Like, where's the connection? So if you think you say the authorities, you are somewhere else, and someone's like, I feel like there's something down in this tunnel. What I would do is look to see where it's attached to and look to see where it goes. That's the tree. See? You see that? It's because it's in Scots and because it is Candace's, that's why these are, to me, a match. I wouldn't go grab this off of just any YouTube channel. Like, oh, this random person has a tree. Oh, look, it looks a tree. It kind of looks like Candace's. The point is that this is from Scott's and that's Candace's. And they're both talking about summer. I don't, you don't just grab any tree, right? Here, I'm just putting this there because he has I don't know who this sheriff is, but he definitely makes a point to show this sign. Let me look to see what he looks like. He definitely makes a point. Sheriff. In Washington County. Is this Washington County? Oh, Jonesboro. Let's see. So he ran May 3rd, 2022. He makes a point to make a point about him. And I don't know, I mean, if that means anything, but and then he makes a point to show the police car and the sheriff's car. So I don't know why, but that's worthy of pointing out. I think it's because I won't talk about that. That's what it's like. Don't talk about that. That's on the side I'm not talking about. Because I have no control of that at all. The mailboxes like this are important to check out. And throughout this video, I always tell people to look inside the mirrors. Throughout this video, they consistently are showing the rearview mirror and really tells a story. I don't need to get into that whole thing, but these are elements, you guys, and when I tell you that the elements are so clear in this video and they just stick out like this and they're on the car and they're in the car, that my head is shaking. Like, what? Down the street, he shows the house in which Don was working, and these guys come out, and he makes a comment like, "Oh, look, they're really full with plaster," but they're really not. So when I hear that, I made sure to go to that site, that part of the video, and copy and paste this for you. So these guys are coming out of the house that Don is working in, okay? I have a whole nother page of this too. And really it's showing a story, you guys. It's not, you could tell by, looking at what's on their head, looking at what's going on here as far as a story. All it shows are boxes being taken out of a house. And the boxes are being taken out of the house that Don is in. And I have shown this photo before, but all this photo tells me is how it goes under a part of their house. And this is how I've always seen it. This comes out from the house, and see how it goes into the side where the wheel would be. It's all built the same and they tell the same story. So somewhere in here is the truth. But what I don't like about this is this is actually in the area that Don Wells was working. This is the Meadows. And whatever is coming out of here are the same tracks, the same information that I've been showing. And it has a smiley face in the window. Usually always does. That is the box. Those are the tracks. Look under the boat. Right? So this is why I did some live today. The other one is just to music. Because we got this. Summer Moon Wells, we got this. We got it. We see what's happening here. We see that this is the same picture, but the box that's going underneath changes. The porch. Shit doesn't change like that unless someone changed it. The bottom of that house, or whatever is going under this porch, changes. So if it's there or not there, someone put it in the video to tell the story. This is the story of Summer Moon Wells. And it's being told in your video. I am pointing this stuff out so the authorities understand these are the elements of importance. These are the elements that will solve the case. Not talking about fucking Molly all day long and not working on the case. That's not going to do shit. I showed this. It's going to do shit. Again, the sheriff's name comes up as if it's on a train, but what is in the rearview mirror are the elements. But for some odd reason, this guy wants us to see the sheriff. It's right here. The elements are around him. And it's the same guy that he's talking about here. Now, I'm not saying, oh, sheriff's involved. I'm saying that there's a message. And that is what's up to the authorities to figure out. But it's the message. It's loud and clear. It really is. And if the authorities don't hear it, watch my other 600 videos. That's pretty much the summer moon while missing children. Those are pretty much the elements that are in the mirror. That's pretty much the elements that are under the same tracks and same railroad as Tim Mullins and Robin Lane's bread day. Same thing. The day they made the bread is in the same, has the same kind of railroad tracks, same thing. I mean, again, this is attached. Look what it is. They're showing you that it's the bottom half of the white truck. It's under the back of the truck. Period. It shows it. Shows it. All of this goes in the back of the truck. It's telling you the story. Everything that you saw then goes here. Back of the truck. Underneath it. That's the green 5 that goes like out of the truck or whatever it does in the trunk. But nothing's being covered. It's being told. The story's being told. Here's the stuff that goes under the truck or in the truck. Look at this hodgepodge of shit that's in their video. But it's the box. You see the white truck is on the other side. And let me tell you something. This here totally speaks summer moon. I almost get the complete heebie-jeebies when I look at this. There's something about this vision. The only one who knows is they're the ones who did something, right? Who are the guilty. There's something about that round thing that it's looking at. It's extremely, let me see what's in the smaller one. It's extremely important. I pointed out because Summer Moon Wells is saying it. Like it's the one we're looking at. So we're really looking at this, she said. This. And this is her. This is the most important thing at the park. It's gone, she said. This is gone. This one's gone. It's not there anymore. It was hers. It was hers. So it's this one is here now. She said hers is gone. What we're looking at is the new one. This is a new one. Hers is gone. It was in the hole. In the hole. Oh. It's in the hole. There's a hole in the ground. There's a hole in the ground in the hole. There's a hole underground there, she said. By the hole. By this hole, there's a hole in the ground right there. In the ground. We see it. We're looking at it. She said somewhere in this hole that we're looking through, there's a hole in the ground by the hole. In the hole. In the hole. Like she's like really pissed off. Like I'm not. Within the hole, there's a hole in the ground. In the hole, there's a hole in the ground. That's all that she keeps saying. And she said that this was hers. It's not there anymore. Does everyone have different holes in the ground? Yes. The holes change. The holes change location. They don't stay the same. Within the hole in the ground. She says we're looking at it. This park is, this park, wait, let me see. I have a picture of it. This park is in the hole in the ground. All I keep hearing is within the hole, there's a hole in the ground. In the hole, and we're looking at it. This park is, wait, I know I have a picture. Has anyone ever been to this park? I think it's the one. I think this is the park that she goes to. There's the meadow. Okay, it's got to be somewhere right here. Wait, let me get the name of this. This is I think it's like that. Hawkins. I know I had the video. I say the video, but let me see if I have a picture of the name of the park. I'm sure because I was going to put it in. Like, Oh, well, you don't let me look at the video. I have the video. Wait a second. It's really bugging me. I have to tell you the name of the park. Yep, here it is. Let's see. Yeah, he shows it frickin' 7 minutes. Okay. So he saved all my videos, but boom, boom, that. The picture of that dog by that tree is just insane. All right, here comes the park. Come on. He stops by a prayer garden. The school. Come on. am going so fast I can't see the name of it. It is right there by his house. It's like a park that they go to, like I think it's like Rogers Park or Rogersville Park. I know I have a picture of it. I'm just flying through this so fast. Well, obviously I'm here. I'm going through it one more time. Because that's a park that, like, if someone lives around there, like, I would, like, stop there and kind of poke around at those holes, at those things at the park. We have pictures of her at that park, you know. There's pictures of her sitting on one of those. I know I have it. I'm not going to go look for it, but there are pictures of her that just have her like on that thing. And then there's one of her brother like sitting on it. But I've never gotten a kind of a reading like I just did ever before. So I think that maybe that's something, like if someone lives around there, that would kind of be interesting to poke around there a little bit. Okay. I don't know who Tazfo is, but this was in the video, and it says El Paso, Texas. But he's showing the movement. What I see here is I see the movement within his car. I don't know who he is, but there's I had to put that in there because it was happened to be in the video. And when I see something that matches so perfectly to the equipment, especially the box and the number 5, let me contrast this a little here. I have to pull it out. Like, I don't know who this dude is. It doesn't really matter. But this is what shows up usually in all Benny's videos. So this is in his picture. So I'm putting that out there today. Again, these are the boxes that are coming out of Don's house that he worked on that day. It's something that needed to be looked into. This was the most important piece of information to me that came out of that house, because they show a little girl like this running. Now, yes, she looks older, but she has the feeling to me as that Julia girl. And she's holding a smaller child, and there's obviously stuff on her. But what was the most interesting is that this pink dress really sticks out. And to me, it was the same storyboard that's going on to the left, that they're telling the same story. That's what I see. Now, the other thing I want to go over today, that is part of the Summer Moonwell story, was this guy. I really looked hard. Yeah, she's holding a little, I kind of whizzed by it, but I'll show you. Here, she's holding a little baby. Now, these little babies are, to me, not full-grown babies. This is just like, I don't know what. But these are like half embryos or I don't know what, but they're not the babies that we know to be babies. This is sick ass shit is what you're looking at. This is what I'm going to show you in some of my presentation today, that this here, which comes up in my presentation soon, I'll bring it up here now, because this here to me is the same thing as what I see in these videos. This here and this is the same story. They're doing the same thing to the babies. It's the same story. Whatever is wrapped around her here is the same thing they do to all the babies. And that's not her baby. So I'm not showing her baby. That's not her baby in this in the Beast and Munch, and that's not her. If they want to challenge me on it, that's fine, because everything put up here is for the sake of the missing children. And it falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, because this isn't her fucking baby. This, whatever is going on here, is what they're doing here. And it's not legal. It is not just her holding and running with the child. It's this. And this is sick fucking shit. There's no difference. None. Whatever they did and whatever they're doing, they're still doing. So this is the guy from Walgreens. For those that don't know or weren't here, on June 15th, a guy from Walgreens posted something on June 15th. Here, this is in a couple slides, but I'm going to put it up here. And he posted himself standing in front of a Walgreens with a picture in a frame, which whatever's in that frame I've shown before are elements. I kept it. I'm like, he matches the guy that was with Betty Bullhorn and some other people in this location in one of the videos so long ago. Whoever streamed it, which I think was Benny, it's gone because his channel has changed from the way beginning. And this guy, the restream guy, had it up. I'm like, they're not in a hamburger place. This is the guy, to me, that's the same one that was in the video June 15th. And he's sitting here with Bullhorn Betty, JLR, and then someone with a head on a platter. Now, I don't know where they are. But for me, it speaks volumes. It's telling me that whoever is behind the deep fake behind them and whoever is in front of them work together as a group. That's what it's telling me. Each one of their pictures and their information gets shared on particular stations, and the deep fake underneath it and above it never stay the same. Their story never stays the same because someone is manipulating it. And it's not like a solid story set in solid video. This is Summer Moon's photo in Scott's video. These are photos that they use. They're nothing the same as what we see. The one to the left, she has the maroon stuff coming onto her face. That was covered up before by Robin's face. The smallest little details that are shown and not shown are the key to the story, you guys, that the children want to be told. They want the story told. Why does her eye look like that? Because her eye was removed. That thing that's in her eye is the same thing that Sammy was showing in the Kylie Rodney pictures. But the group that fits from the beginning still fits today. It's the group that I'm getting this information from has always been there. And I didn't realize that Don B was in all these videos until I looked at all the videos in the last 24 hours. He has always been in a fake car. Fake car. Now, obviously, it's all allegedly, and nothing's been proven. Nothing's been proven. But when I really look back at the panels that were then, they're the same panels today, and their information really does flow together very sequentially. There's a particular flow that I understand the flow. And I went through all these people. To me, though, that's how you put the puzzle pieces together. You stick them together. There's a natural flow that is followed. Here's the park, Laurel Run Park. It's Laurel Run Park. And at Laurel Run Park, he really shows the elements at the park as well as in the water. They're right there, under the rock. The elements that are shown here he doesn't live in his car. No. He does not live in his car. The elements that are shown in the water here at Laurel Park are the same ones that I showed you. This would match Art and Papillon's stuff in the water. The photos I show of Art and Papillon. Let me zoom in. Here's the white. This is the stuff that's under. This is right here by the rock. So I think that This is information I think that they could go check out. This is why I'm putting it out here today. I would check this out as well, wherever this framework is. At Laurel Run Park. This tells me and confirms that two things. That whatever is travel, they travel with, and the other part of this moving piece gets connected to the back of a truck. It's a separate piece that gets connected. Wait, let me brighten this one up. Like this. Here it is actually showing the bus. I brightened it up. That is not a bus. I'm sorry. But this is what they're showing on the street. It's half a bus. And then there's a person in a cage. That is what is traveling in the bus. It is placed in the bus as a separate piece of the bus. It's not, it's put together, but it doesn't belong together. It doesn't belong together. This is where the victim stays. Right in there. Right in there. It's in the video. It's showing in the bus. I mean, it is. And this company to the right, I'm putting in there because I've seen this MC company advertised before on t-shirts and Don's videos. So this was worth putting in there because I pay attention to this, the letters. Yes, just like Kylie's train pick. It's the same thing. It's just like this. It's a bus. And it's pretty much in his video. I wanted to point out the crazy, creepy shit that I unfolded. And I've never seen this before. The JLR took that horse and tried to sell it, allegedly. JLR is back. His videos are back on my radar. He's back on my radar. But this thing, I guess, was he tried to sell it. And this cross here was actually on the tree by Summer's, one of her vigils. I don't understand it, but it's definitely Jonathan Rich's July 27th. Like, he's saying that that's it. And then this dude shows Kieran Goad's drywall. I remember showing this once before. This is all part of what's going on here. Drywall installation and finishing. This is all used. And I pay attention to what's going on around these guys' necks. It's a real easy element for those who don't see anything. Notice what's going on around these guys' necks. And then also pay very close attention to also Ziggy's channel. Ziggy's channel is reminding me much of Molly Golightly's lately. Now, that could be because I never really watched her channel. But she has a lot going on in her videos, right? As well as these guys. Whoever this is, they show her this way, but what's underneath there is really a person that is completely disabled and again praying. I see praying on the victims that they feel are weaker than them or different from them. And the guy in the middle is like a fake head. It's just one day. This part of the presentation I actually feel is extremely important. It's new. This video covered Quentin Simon. It was Molly, Betty, Dolly, JLR, and Olivia, I believe. Now, I will be sending these in to see, in fact, if this ever even happened, which I don't think it did, because they're saying there's the General Secretary's office or something. They're not. They're doing nothing more than showing a Quentin Simon vigil or a Quentin Simon video. What's to the left is from their video, and what's from the right shows the hallway of Candace's hospital. Their video is no different than this. No different. Candace's video was like this. You might as well put Kylie Rodney in there holding the same thing, right? Molly and that group's video is doing the same thing, but worse, because they're using politicians, the general's office, and Quentin Simon as the bait. This is what their video shows. I'm not quite sure how this is even happening, because this video is the same photo and information as the Beeston Bunch to the left. It is a copy and paste. You would think that this information here came from the same video. The video to the right is Bullhorn Betty's and Molly's video. The video to the left is the Beeston Bunch video. Whatever is going on, they're the same in both videos. The information here is the same information Bullhorn Betty, Molly, JLR, and Olivia are showing here. These are called sacrifices. Period. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. Period. This is what they're doing to the children that are begging for justice every day, and every channel is talking about the fucking gossip. The information and the story is right in front of us. It's right here. You guys, it's a cookie cutter. It's a cookie cutter. Molly Golightly's video and Betty Bullhorn's video, whoever this is showing what happened to Quentin Simon. This is Quentin Simon's video about Quentin Simon. They're not at the general attorney's, whatever they freaking say's office. This is what's going on. Whoever, like when I report this, which I will tomorrow, that they use this office as a deep fake cover-up, and the people are covered in elements. Look. It's her face. Look what Betty is holding. Copy. This is supposed to be Quentin Simon. This is so illegal. And especially that they're using political figures in a government building as their deep fake. Really? Quentin Simon doesn't have an arm sticking out of the paper. You guys, this is what they're showing. This. It is above and beyond what should be allowed. So I don't understand, Bullhorn, how you think I would believe that this is a poster when your head in your own, let's see, let me grab this, chin. This isn't what posters look like. That's Quentin. That's Quentin Simon. This here on the other side is what the victims wind up looking like. This. And it's in your video. I showed these faces as an element, I believe, in part 6. I'm so fucking sick and tired of no one participating or acknowledging that this is going on. Molly Golightly is holding a trophy. Now, this isn't the Molly Golightly we know. We don't know who that is. This is a sacrifice. That's what we know. We know whoever is in these photos is used as the deep fake. We know that there's a story beneath here. It tells right in front of us. Bullhorn Betty is not holding a poster that is 4D imaging. Okay? There's a hand under there. And there's shit. This is what goes on. It's right there, you guys. Quentin Simon did not get justice. And this is what's inside of their video that's supposed to be doing and going to get justice for Quentin Simon. This is a vigil. This is a sacrifice. Nothing more and nothing less. This is not what it appeared to be, and this part of the story was extremely important for today, because this is a major part of Summer Moon Miles Missing Children's story. It's their journey. They're the ones who went through this, and it's their story I am telling. It's their story I am telling. This lady's head is in the same position as my elements only, holding the same number 5 in her hand with the same things around her head as every victim that I show here. It's all the same. This is the equipment. This is the room. Bullhorn Betty is by the boxes. And it is not what it appears to be. This is telling the story of the children. And this is the room. This is where the children go. This is their sacrifice. That's the room in the back with the critters on the top right here. Here are the critters across the top right here. This is the maroon box here. This is the machinery in the back. Head in the corner with their things, with this thing over her head. And here's the faces. This is it. There's the faces. In the back here, here's the green face, the blue face, the maroon face, and the white face right here. Here. So we've got blue, green, maroon, white. All right here. And this is the face that will probably turn bright green right here. Like that's the main face that shows up. Oh, the number 5 is probably right here. The number 5 is in her hand. On her neck right there. Always. See the faces? This is Quentin Simon's story. This is Quentin Simon's story. You're looking down the hallway to the right. Same photos as all the other hospitals. Fake. Here are the boxes. This is a head. Right here. There's a yellow, maroon, white. This is in the video. It's just weird. Shouldn't be in there. There's lots of heads. I don't know what's going on. But they're in front of the equipment and they're in front of the green face. This is due day. This is like D-Day. This is it. This whatever's going on here. It's the queen bee. It's the day of. I'm just fucking saying what's coming through. It's a very serious day. It's the day of sacrifice. It's the day. This is the day. Everyone gathers. Lots and lots of faces. Yes, this is it. This is a very, very, very close up of the queen bee. There's the maroon, the green, the yellow. This is everything. Close up. The maroon, green, yellow. Here's the green face. This is going to be a white number 5 box. These are going to be a box with someone sitting in the basket. It's just the story. It tells a story. I don't know how, but it does. Oh, there's the blue. There's the blue face right here. Right here. So Betty is standing with the same face that Kylie Rodney was walking with. I don't really know what to make of it, but this is this here, you guys, like, to me it could be like the front page of a chapter of the book. Like, I don't know what to tell you other than this is a main item right up there with the number 5. It's the little droop face, the stick in its mouth. That is what Quentin Simon started out looking as, right? And then let me show you. That is significant. So this is Quentin Simon's D-Day. Because whatever is on her shoulder here signifies Quentin. You see? Even I didn't put that circle there, they did. You see? It's the same. So whatever the fuck they're doing to these kids, this symbolizes Quentin. You see that? As sick as it sounds and as ridiculous as it sounds, let me turn it. This symbolizes him. So I could tell you with full faith that this is symbolizing Quentin Simon. That this is his story directly. directly, his story. They put that circle there. I didn't do anything. I didn't do any circles. They did, you guys. And it's perfectly placed like this one. I mean, you guys, perfectly. Motherfuckers. Tell you. See, these are the guys I get a lot of information from because their faces change as well. Their information changes. It matched, like I just showed you. It matches the things that I go over here, and their face. It's like they did a switch over of the main people. They're nothing like they're supposed to be. They're different faces completely. I showed you this. This is what is going on here, and it's happening to the children, and it's cultish. I don't understand it, but this is real equipment, and this is the story of Summer Moon and all the children. This isn't fake. It's just not fake. It's real. And it's not stopping. It's just not stopping. We just don't hear anyone really talking about it because it's not fun. This is what it looks like. Whatever this is what they're doing. This is their story. Allegedly, everything I do and say here falls under Section 101, 107, the Copyright Act 1976. One day, maybe, it will be proven. Either way, these kids are getting justice by me speaking it. I put this together because this isn't a part of what I'm about to show you, and it is about an hour. Keep in mind everything I just showed you, because now what you're going to watch is accumulation, a combination of photos that have been put together in 2 different videos. I'm going to first show you the one that is 11 minutes and 47 seconds, and then the other one that is 48 minutes I will let run. So this here really is for the children to feel that they're getting justice by me showing the elements and showing their story with or without anyone's understanding of what I'm showing. You know? So enjoy the presentation, and thank you all for being here. I hope the rest of your Easter day is fabulous. May justice come, and may this make a difference. Here you go, guys. All right, I'm going to play it through one more time, and then I will end it. Okay, this is for all the children. Thank you all for joining. Have an amazing rest of the day. I'm going to play it through one more time and then end it. Here we go. Sorry about the music, but I wanted to play one music that was on my list. So I played it through so I wouldn't get striked. So sorry, folks. Enjoy. It stopped it. Um, you guys, that is going to end that section. I'm going to show you what I did all through the video. Looks like this one had the music on. This is what I make. I print all the photos and then I separate them, and I'll be selling them soon. This is what I do with the photos. And then I separate them into canvases. And I paste them down. See, this is what I did during your video. And then I will be, I have lots of collages, and then I will be doing something with it. I'm not sure. And that's how I decide what pictures go together. This one, so that's me making it. So that's like just one of them. And then there's those over there. So that's what I do during the videos. And this one was an important one to make the collages. So I don't know, I may make big ass t-shirts, long shirts with it. Suggestions would be great. What you think I should do with it. I may put it in coffee mugs. Because I have a lot of them, so I'll do them in like collage 1, 2, 3, like I'll make a set or something. Maybe big, huge coffee mugs. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll take a vote tomorrow. All right, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. This was a great way to bring justice to all the children, spending a little Easter time with my WCIA network family. You guys really make a difference being here with me. Fully, I mean it with my full heart. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And I will be on in the next couple days. T-shirts, yes. I'll take a vote when I come on next time. Thank you all. Good night, folks.